Do you know it's very important to forgive? Do you know when you choose to forgive, you get another chance to be happy, another chance to grow, another chance to glow, another chance to progress and advance in this life? Jerry Karanja, and I'm going to talk to you about 4 categories of people you should forgive in your life. And if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing, and also remember to activate the notification bell so that you receive notification of all my future videos. Now, let's get started. Let's first define what really forgiving is. Forgiving is simply letting go. You just let it go. You set yourself free, because if you don't forgive, you live like a slave. A slave is somebody who is enclosed somewhere. You cannot leave. You don't have freedom. So the moment you have chosen not to forgive, you are a slave of your own self. You have enslaved yourself. So forgiving is just letting go and setting yourself free from that kind of slavery, and you live your life a very happily way. So that's what forgiving is. Let's now look at the 4 categories of people you should forgive. Number 1, your parents. We all have crossed lines with our parents for one reason or the other. And at some point, they say things that they can never take back, and they're hurting. They get into us and they hurt us, and we don't know what to do. We continue suffering with the baggage and the burden of taking our parents for who they are, and we try to get a gap between us and our parents, which at some point is so difficult. So we live with that difficulty. We live with that anger. We live with a burden of trying to remove the gap between us and our parents, but we don't know how, because we hold grudges against them. When this happens, it becomes hard to live with them, even though we know they are our parents. It's about time you get that off your shoulders. If you want to move forward without any burden, make a decision of forgiving your parents and mend fences with them. But how do you do this? By simply taking the blame. Wake up and say, I blame myself for whatever happened. If I had not gone to my parents, they would not have said this. If I had not said this to them, they would not have responded to me this way. So blame yourself. The moment you take the blame, it becomes easy for you to forgive them, and that way you repossess the power to your happiness, and how you move on becomes very easily. Number 2, people you have worked with, business partners, and maybe you have been having colleagues. Business partnership especially, that kind of relationship is mostly affected by things maybe that happens. They swindle us, or maybe they end up cheating us and stealing from us. They take advantage of our knowledge. They take advantage of our devotion. If you don't forgive and continue carrying the burden with you in your heart, you will close the doors of people who are willing to work with you tomorrow. People who are so genuine and so willing to take business further along with you. Number 3, relationship partners. Maybe you are married at some point and you got a divorce, or got divorced, or you separated, or maybe you're in a relationship with a person you knew or you thought they would end up marrying you, which never happened. It happens. It doesn't matter what happened for you to break up. It doesn't matter what made you walk different ways. What matters is, it's about time you stop cursing these people. Stop blaming them. Whatever it is happened, accept that it happened. Take the blame. It's the best way of easing the whole journey of forgiving. Take the blame and say, if I did not get married to them in the first place, if I took my time to learn who they were in the first place, I would not have gotten myself into this kind of mess. So it is not them, it is me. So they are not the problem. In this case, I am the problem. I am the cause of whatever the pain I'm suffering right now. It is me, it is not them. The moment you take the blame, it becomes very easy for you to forgive, because you are able to know how to control everything. You say, it's me who wronged them, it's not them who wronged me. And that way, you'll be able to repossess the part of your happiness, and you'll be able now to be in charge of your happiness. Number 4, of people that you should forgive in this life, it's you yourself. You yourself. You got this. People have done things in this life. Some of them regret doing them, and some don't know how to live with them. They have been living with this burden, wondering whom do I trust to share this burden with, so that I can be able to move forward. The reason why we suffer, people suffer out of depression, is because they are not able to open up. So you take the whole bucket with you. You take the whole burden with you. You live with this burden of bitterness, anger, frustration. You don't know how to deal with everything around you or within you. So the moment you accept that it happened, there's no way you can reverse that. If there was a way you could have reversed that, you would have done it long time ago, for you to take the whole baggage off your shoulders. Now it happens that you cannot reverse whatever it is you did. It's about time you forgive yourself. It happened. There's no way you could do it another way. You got to take that charge and say, I forgive myself, because you need to move forward. You need to progress. You need to advance. You need to grow. If you continue holding to that one mess that you did, you are not going to move anywhere. You're not going to go anywhere. So forgive yourself. Accept that it happened and it cannot be reversed. And that's the only way you can move forward. So I am taking this upon you, that you are going to forgive yourself for whatever it is you did. It doesn't matter how ugly it may be looking, or how ugly it may sound. Forgive yourself and choose to move forward. This brings us to the end of this topic. I hope it's going to help somebody. Forgive. I hope somebody, after listening to this, are going to make a different decision based on whatever it is they've been suffering from, and they're going to forgive themselves, they're going to forgive their parents, they're going to forgive their business partners, and they're going to forgive their past boyfriends, and they're going to forgive themselves, for them to be able to get the repossess of the power to their happiness. For now, it's a bye-bye. Thank you. God bless you.